Hey guys, Dr. J here. This is the fourth episode of my Dark Souls Remastered walkthrough series. In this series, I'll be defeating all the enemies, collecting all the items, and talking about the game's story and lore. In today's episode, we'll be exploring the Undead Parish. Okay, now we need to open this gate. That's the main reason we had to get past the Hellkite Wyvern on the bridge. If we'd gone up the ladder in the room with the rats, we wouldn't have been able to reach the bonfire and the altar of sunlight. This is the ladder that leads to the rats. If we go to the top of this tower, we'll find another Black Knight. This one is wielding a great sword, so that's the weapon we're aiming for. We can kill him the same way as the last one, with parries and backstabs. Amazingly, this one also dropped his weapon, so we're 2 for 2 on Black Knights. This will make our endgame farming much easier. There's nothing else to do here, so we should head back down to the base of the tower and continue towards the Undead Parish. This next part can be a bit tough, but as long as we go straight up these stairs and deal with the hollow soldiers here, we should be fine. There are quite a few of them, but if we keep backstabbing, they shouldn't be too hard to kill. After we kill all the hollow soldiers, we can deal with the giant armor boar downstairs. Obviously, we still haven't killed all of the hollow soldiers. We got the hollow soldier shield. It's a pretty rare drop, but it's not something we need. Anyway, we also got a few alluring skulls from the corpse here, and we can use them to lure the giant armored boar into the fire below us. But unfortunately, he seems to be stuck over there. That's not actually a bad thing, since I can show you another way to kill this boar. But first, we'll need to kill the last of the hollow soldiers. Okay, now that he's dealt with, we can go ahead and backstab the boar. Although, I'm not sure you can call this a backstab. Anyway, this is the only one of the armored boars that can be killed this way. All of the others have their butts armored as well. Oh, and this one does not respawn, so you don't have to worry about him anymore. Since the gate upstairs was closed, this is the only way we can go. This room is filled with hollows, but as long as we are not too aggressive, we shouldn't have much trouble with them. As there's also one very important item here. Well, it's actually only important if you don't have the master key. In any case, we need either of those keys in order to free an NPC. We'll find him towards the end of this area, so don't worry about him right now. What we need to do now is get rid of these hollows, then go on top of these beams and pick up the itemized soul here. After that, we just need to keep climbing the ladders. There's nothing of interest here, so we can go ahead and go through the fog door. Our path will fork. First, we should go right, where we'll find our first Bowder Knight. These guys can be really annoying to deal with, mainly because they can parry your attacks. The easiest way to deal with them is backstabbing as usual. But if you can't for whatever reason, parrying them is also a good option. The Bowder Knight was also guarding a Knight Shield. It's a pretty bad shield, so there's no point in using it. We should continue down this corridor. At the next fork, we're going to get ambushed by a hollow soldier on our right and a Bowder Knight on our left. As long as we manage to kill the Hollow Soldier quickly, we should be able to deal with the Boulder Knight without too many issues. The next fork in the road leads us to either the front or the back of the Undead Parish. We're going to go to the front first in order to pick up the halberd from this corpse. We also got the basement key from this one. I'm going to open this gate to have easy access to the bonfire. Next, we're going to skip the front entrance of the Undead Parish and instead go to the back entrance, where we'll have to fight a few Hollow Soldiers. By the way, the basement key we just picked up opens the door on the bridge with the Hellkite Wyvern, which leads to the lower Undead Burg. We won't go there for a while though. Okay, we've dealt with the Hollow Soldiers, so next we're going to enter the parish and kill this Baronic Knight. First, I'm going to lure him outside to make sure we don't aggro any other enemies there, and a single Lightning Spear Miracle cast is enough to kill him. That's why it was so important to get this miracle early. If we didn't have it, it would have taken a while to kill him. Anyway, we also picked up another Firekeeper Soul from the altar. Before we continue exploring the Undead Parish, we should first come over here and activate another bonfire. I'm just going to light it for now. There's no reason to sit yet. And now we're moving on to the entrance to Sen's Fortress. We don't have to come here yet, but there is another new NPC we can talk to.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still closed. Still closed. Still closed. Still closed.
Like Solaire, we'll keep meeting Siegmeyer during our journey. This meeting was completely optional. We still haven't started his quest line. Okay, over here is another new NPC. This is Andre of Astora.
You must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
He is a blacksmith, similar to Rickard of Vinheim, but more importantly, we can use him to dupe non-stackable items, and he's also the one who will do most of our weapon upgrading.
Running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh? There are two types of weapon forging. There's reinforcement and there's ascension. Reinforcement is simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more. A simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you can consider ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services. You can forge armor just like you do weapons. Forging armor is even easier than forging weapons. Whether you forge weapons or armor first, well, that's up to you. But nobody wants to see you go hollow. So whatever you do, you'd better do it well. Forge, whether you've... No, so what?
For now, besides learning a gesture, we're also going to upgrade our S-Stock to +5. We should have enough Titanite shards and souls to do that. He also sells unlimited Titanite shards, so if you don't have enough, you can always buy more from him.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
We're done with Andre for now, so we should go downstairs and fight this Titanite demon. Killing him with our Lightning Spear Miracle is going to be incredibly easy, but if you don't have it, it's better to wait a while. They're tough to kill, not impossible, but there's no real reason to do it right now. I'm only killing him since we're here anyway. This door leads to Darkroot Garden. It's the next area we'll explore. After we're done with the Undead Parish, now we'll return to the Undead Parish and finish exploring it. But first, I'll rest here to restore my Lightning Spear casts. Unfortunately, that means the Hollow Soldiers will have respawned, so we'll have to kill them again. Okay, there's another unique enemy that does not respawn in the Undead Parish, and it's that channeler over there. The easiest way to kill him is to use the binoculars to aim the Lightning Spear more easily. One Lightning Spear cast is more than enough to kill him. Now we'll kill the Powder Knights guarding the front gate of the parish. By the way, channelers can drop their weapon, the Channeler's Trident, but it's only a 1% chance, so don't worry about it. If we got it from this one, great! If not, there is another place later where we can farm it. Okay, we're done with the Powder Knights and can now activate the shortcut to Firelink Shrine. Unfortunately, my movement was a bit sloppy and I couldn't just activate the shortcuts without going down the elevator. Oh, and this is the elevator I told you about at the beginning near Firelink Shrine. The one we needed to activate in order to get the last item there. Okay, so there are a lot of hollows on this floor. The best way to deal with them is to lure them into this corridor. That way, it's much harder for them to surround us and kill us. There are a lot of them, and they shouldn't be underestimated. Oh, and if you didn't kill the Channeler, he would have started buffing them, making them even more dangerous. Okay, looks like we've killed them all. So we should come over here to grab the itemized soul, and then continue down this corridor, where we'll have to kill another Powder Knight. Yeah, like I said, they can be really annoying. At the end of this corridor, we're going to find a barrel with a corpse we can break to get another humanity. Then we should go back to the two doors we passed and break the one on the right. There is an NPC locked inside this cell.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
We can free him with either the mystery key or the master key.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this, and I guarantee a reward. Only later. Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
We can find Lautrec in Firelink Shrine when we return there. We are done here, so we should return to where we fought those hollows. There is another room over here where we can find a ladder to climb. After reaching the top of this ladder, we'll have to climb another, and on top of it, we'll find a summoning sign we can use to summon Solaire. Beside it, we'll also find a fog gate that will lead us to the boss of the Undead Parish. I'm going to summon Solaire not because we need him. The boss is fairly easy to kill with our Lightning Spear miracle, but because every time we use Solaire in a boss fight and he survives, he'll give us a Sunlight Medal. We can use those to upgrade our standing with the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant. Right, so the Gargoyles fight is, like I said, pretty easy. But there's one thing that's relatively difficult to do with the S-Top. If we cut the first Gargoyle's tail off, we'll get the Gargoyle's Tail Axe. It's not a weapon we need for an achievement, but since this is the only way to get it, I decided to show it. Actually, it's not the only way to get it. There are a couple more Gargoyles we can get it from, but it's probably easier to get it from this one. Anyway, we've killed the Gargoyles. Now it's time to climb to the top of the bell tower, so we can ring the first Bell of Awakening. We've unlocked an achievement, and now have to descend all the way to the bottom of the bell tower, where a new NPC will have appeared.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Karim, the Pardoner. Thou appearest to lack faith, yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is mine.
Oswald of Karim offers a unique service. You can request absolution from him, which clears any sin you may have committed. This includes aggroing NPCs or breaking covenant pledges. It does not resurrect NPCs, however, so you should still be careful so you don't screw yourself up. Right, so we're done with the Undead Parish and should now return to Firelink Shrine. On the way there, I'd like to talk a bit about the lore of the Undead Burg and the Undead Parish. The Undead Parish was built first. It was originally established by followers of the Way of White. The Undead Burg was later established to house the people who came to worship the gods in the Undead Parish. Of course, the Undead Parish and Undead Burg were not their original names, but I don't think their original names were ever mentioned. Anyway, we're going to jump off the elevator before it reaches the bottom to get the final item in Firelink Shrine. We didn't have to jump to get here. We could have just rode off the ledge. And that's how we get the Undead Asylum second floor west key. It opens the door behind the Hollow Soldier who teaches you how to parry. We'll go back there eventually, but not yet. Okay, I'll use the souls we've collected so far to upgrade vitality and endurance a bit. So far, the game hasn't been too difficult, but things are going to get tougher. We'll use the Firekeeper Soul to upgrade our Estus Flask again. And now, it's time to get our reward from Knight Lautrec for freeing him.
Hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now. You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now. You again. What is it?
The last thing we'll do today is push Lautrec off the edge to his death. If you haven't guessed already, he's actually a bad guy. His aim is to kill the Firekeeper. Killing him before he manages to do that ends his quest line, but we won't miss anything by doing so. After a safe quit, we get the Ring of Favor and Protection, as well as 5 humanity. The ring boosts HP, stamina and equip loads by 20%, which is a huge boost this early. I'll also equip Cavel's ring, since there's nothing better for the second slot. Let's not forget to re-equip our S-Talk. I took it off so I could use the kick. That's it for today's episode. Tomorrow we're going to visit Darkroot Garden. Thank you for watching. If this was useful, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below.